Vietnam the testing ground for the new banking order? Well, recently, Vietnam imposed a requirement for a digital ID, including a biometric scan of everyone in order to have a bank account. And what they did to enforce this is they closed 86 million bank accounts and seized all of the assets in those accounts. So the owners of those accounts have no ability to do banking or access their funds because they chose not to sacrifice their privacy and submit to this biometric surveillance tracking mechanism. Well, this is not something that is going to stay in Vietnam. This is a test because if we look at, for example, what's going on with the European Central Bank and digital ID initiative in Europe, as well as the Real ID and the CBDC system FedNow being imposed in the United States, we can see that it is coming to us as well. So what are you going to do about it?
All right, birthday Howard, birthday outside, Kale, how about now outside, about now Kakadash, double out into the elder apostle, great Milton Woo Will, sincere citation of Austin and puts in the truth, caught the four corners of the earth, to the spirit and power of Yahweh, about now outside, let the hope will let, and who the word and we call God is named Yahweh, who the word and we call Jesus Christ, named Yahweh Shai, the Hebrew Israelite, next and stiff to the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian, and those in line of Senate, go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel, due to the gathering among the nations, among the four corners of the earth. This is my hearty call from the great Milton Los Angeles camp, the back from the lesson. And I'm now dollar will be edifying to the fear and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Yahweh Kakadash, the Holy Spirit. We're going to get into the Vietnam banking account that has been closed to millions of Vietnamese, all right, due to the new rollout of biometric let's say now you have to have a biometric, all right. Look at this video right here. All right, it's an article for Vietnam Plus. All right, more than 86 million bank account to be terminated from September 1st. The SBV stated that the deletion of over 86 million bank account was considered a system cleanup measure. More than 86 million bank accounts that have not been biometrically authenticated. All right, because bio is body and then metric is the measure. All right, the measure of the body. And it's all going to tie into the MOTB. All right, get an RFID chip. All right, can measure your body. All right, and that going to the grapple, the right, you know, to the root word. All right, for we'll get in a minute. Or have been frozen for a long time will be deleted starting September 1st to prevent fraud and cybercrime. Right, because people hide their money in other countries, all right, and it don't be authenticated because then it can reveal who that bank account belongs to, all right. So that's why in the RFID, that MOTB system be instituted, all right, mandatory. You can't hide behind secret name and what they call it, offshore account. All right, account in different countries. You can no longer hide those things no more. All right, everything will be authenticated to your biometrics, the measure of your body. All right, according to that RFID tag that could be inside of you. All right, it could be digitally tracked. All right, and that's why a lot of those people probably they go ahead and fucking and lost their account. All right, and like the guy in the video said, it's coming here to America. This was just a test run. All right, let's keep going. However, after the implementation of not gonna read the whole article. Yes, lucky. However, after the implementation of biometric authentication requirement, the system have recorded only 113 million personal account and more than 711,000 organizational accounts that are still valid. This means that nearly 86 million accounts are inactive, likely due to them being unregistered, forgotten, or even created by malicious parties to facilitate fraudulent activity, like I said. Imagine all the countries on earth doing that, because it's going to be a global thing. Alright? MOTB going to be a global thing. Alright? Very country by country, it's being departmental, basically being broken down to the countries. Alright? A global initiative being broken down to each country. Alright? It is aimed to prevent common fraud schemes, recently such as fake account for receiving money withdrawal from account without proper ownership or money laundering via digital banking channel. It is expected that deletion will be carried out by commercial banks starting September 1st. Alright, so hey, let's come to America too. Alright, all to tie into the MOTB. Alright, which is the end game. Revelation 13. Verse 15. And he calls all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark on their right hand or their forehead. Alright, and that could be a physical implantable device that can be put inside you. It could be digitally tracked. Physically and digitally tracked. Alright, whatever you do online, whatever asset you have online, can be tied to you. Alright, you can have an IP address for yourself. Like a phone have an IP address, you're gonna be the IP address. Alright? Every move gonna be tracked. Alright, it doesn't matter if you're poor, rich, in prison, at school, it doesn't matter. And that no man might buy or steal, save he that has the mark, see? So without that authenticated biometric, your bank account is closed. Now you're not able to buy or sell. You're not able to send money, and you're not able to receive money. All right, because now you lock out of the digital system via the biometric being authenticated, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, now you go into the mark, the MARK. So I cannot concordant. Charagma, right? The implantable device, or implanted mark. All right, now you keep going to the Karak, the root word traction. All right, and this is the grapple. All right, the root word for Karak, to write, the reference. All right, that could be tied into the biometric. They record everything you do. All right, so that's how that could be dealt with. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna have this video in post-production. This is a test run, and it's coming to America. All right, I bet a lot of Americans are gonna try to keep their money. Americans are broke anyway. All right, but other than that,